Hi everybody, this is Mika and I'm really excited today because I'm going to meet one of my beautiful sisters, Jerina. All right, I've met Jerina, a couple months ago through our YouTube channel, and we've been having, a few conversation on YouTube channel as well as through email. God is good. I'm here in Ethiopia right now, and she's here for her work and for her initiative. So I'm gonna be having a conversation with her to get to know a little bit more about her vision and what she's looking to achieve with her organization. I'm really excited, and I hope you guys will enjoy from the beginning to the end of this conversation. Stay tuned. Hi Jerina.
Hi Mika, thanks for having me.
It's great to see you face to face in person.
Great to see you too.
You're looking good.
Thank you. It's nice to see you in Ethiopia,
yes.
in Addis Ababa. And yeah, fire away. What would you like to know about my Black Women's Wellness Group?
First of all, let us know, who is Jerina?
Jerina is somebody who got into online activism thanks to YouTube. And through my online activism, I decided to set up my own Black Women's Wellness Group called the Highgate Black Women's Wellness Group. And it's a group dedicated to the wellness of Black women in London. And so I would hold events and workshops in the centre of London, especially after COVID, because I felt, a lot of Black women, suffered a lot through COVID, being stuck at home. And I wanted to create a safe space for them, and we would meet once a week in central London, Euston, the old diorama, and we'll have different sessions, 2 hours, whether it's talking about healthcare, whether it's dance sessions, art sessions, and that's how it was formed. So then I decided to register it as a charitable company, and it's been going from strength to strength since it's been opened in March this year. And now I'm also here in the continent of Africa, Ethiopia, to launch it here. My plan is for it to go global in Africa to help the African-based women here. And so far so good. I attended my first Black women's startup business yesterday at the Intercontinental Hotel, and yeah, I just wanted your followers to know about my group and how they can help us, and we can support more African women to be empowered and have confidence.
Amazing. Great. So, what is the plan here on the continent right now, and what are you doing?
Well, I've set up base here in Addis Ababa and to work in Ethiopia, centrally around Ethiopian major cities, and my plan is to open a branch in Tanzania, believe it or not, and Kenya and Congo. So I'll start off with those countries where we have the same version that's in London on the continent, where they have a safe space to feel empowered and learn and share from one another. And yeah, Highgate Black Women's Wellness Group will be based in UK and Africa to support African women. I believe that we African women are a massive population. We're often overlooked, but we are a humongous population, and so we need to be addressed to, and we need to have our own union and grow and cash in the growing economy of Africa.
So you don't have any plan for Black men like me?
Well, I
feel left out.
I think that there's a lot more organisations for Black men, especially in UK.
Oh.
There is hardly any for Black women. That's why I focused on that, because I am a Black woman, and I know what it's like to be a Black woman, and I exclusively wanted to focus on that, because in the UK our issues are swallowed up by this term called BAME. BAME is Black and minority and ethnic, and that includes Asians, it includes Polish people, it includes LGBT, and our needs were not being addressed. So that's why I specifically focused on Black women, and to address our needs and our concerns and the things that we face in the West. And I see the same thing here on the continent. Their needs haven't been addressed, and just to highlight what they need. You know, for example, you know, I'm in touch with the UN to try and help female African business owners have access to fintech and technology to buy online and sell their products online and have access to bank accounts. There's so much work we need to do here on the African continent, and that's my mission here. And it's nice to be based here to do that. And thank you for having me on your show to talk about my organization.
This is incredible. I have another question, Sister Jerina. What do you think, as for now you're here on the continent, what do you think the challenges that, you know, Black women are facing here on the continent, and, you know, how are you looking forward to solve them?
I think the challenges that they're facing here is they're being misrepresented. There seems to be this stereotype that African women are weak. It irritates me that, you know, that there's this stereotype, because African women are not weak. If you look at history, especially with the Ethiopian women, they helped fight freedom, you know, for their country in World War II. They were not all just weak, and as the media likes to portray African women as helpless people that get caught in violence, and there's more to us than that. And I see white women misinterpret African women. They seem to come here and act like saviors. It's quite insulting, really. And, you know, just to stop these practices, and, you know, multi-organizations coming into Africa, taking pictures of African women, just working and making lots of money out of their image. And African women are fed up of that. They're fed up with their image being plastered in Europe, pretending that that somebody's helping them. And that's where I come from, the activist side, to prevent all that, because African women don't have a voice here. There's the language barrier. So, you know, my group wants to address this issue to empower them and speak for themselves. Don't let anybody come in from outside and tell them what they are. And because I am an African woman of background, and we all have the same issues, whether we're in the West or whether we're on the continent. And it's just to address that, address the muting of Black African women, you know, because we are all African, and I believe in Pan-Africanism. So, and your channel is great for that.
Let me say this, first of all, it's very, you know, impressive, the initiative that you are, you know, taking, and just being the voice. You know, we say this in Swahili Nation, that we are the voice to the muteless, because, you know, we believe that everybody has a voice, but we're being muted, right? So we are here to actually become a voice to, you know, to those, you know, muteless, you know, people in our society. So I appreciate the beautiful work you're doing.
Thank you.
And the last question, final question. What is your long-term plan?
My long-term plan is to have leadership positions for African women in every African country. You know, to try and put them in, you know, more leadership position, decision-making positions, and give them that voice that they deserve. And, you know, I've mentioned those countries that I will focus on, and my goal is to have them in every African country, hopefully in the future, and grow. And and also to, I know it sounds really cliche, and I've said it in my old YouTube videos, but it's to take over the world, really.
Well, men will be here too at the same time.
Yes, they will. Yes, they will. Without a doubt.
Those are definitely the way to partnering and, you know, collaborating, because in Swahili Nation One Africa we have one department that says women and youth, but the youth side it includes men as well, because because we kind of feel like sometimes we might forget men, you know, and I think we need to raise the young generation as well in a way that they will grow up understanding the position of a man and the position of a woman in the society, right? I think we can change that.
And if you look at history, there was always equality between men and women. It's just the outside forces that develop this hierarchy, and then what we see with the muting of African women. And we are trying to tell them we are not like this. This is not our culture, and we will never conform to what they want us to be.
Come on now.
So, you know, we're only going back to what we originally were. So, like you said, it's, you know, if women are empowered, it will benefit society, it will benefit their families.
Exactly.
And I'm just bringing what was in the West, bringing it on the continent. And you know, making them speak up for themselves and have a voice and be somebody. Yeah.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, Jarina.
Thank you for having me, Mika, and good luck with all your work. I can't wait to see you, your organization becoming the CNN of Africa.
Come on now.
That's what it is. We should aim higher, and it will be. It will be. I can see it happening.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Jarina.
Thank you for having me.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hey guys, that was the conversation with me and beautiful Jarina here. Jarina, thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
You're amazing. Keep the good work you're doing.
Thank you.
I'm glad I met you face to face. I was telling Jarina earlier that Jarina from YouTube and in person, she's very different, all right? On YouTube all the time.
And don't believe everything you see online. Don't believe it.
All the time she sounds mad, she sounds angry. When I read her comment, I'm like, what's going on? What did I do wrong? But man, in person, she's a lovely lady. She's incredible.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
So that's Highgate Black Women's Wellness Group. It's going on the continent of Africa and we'll be going to other countries.
Thank you so much. I appreciate, guys. Please support the good work that Jarina she's doing. And in this video, in the comments and description, you'll find her YouTube channel and her contact. If you want to reach out to her, please do so. I appreciate it, guys.
Thank you. Bye. Thanks for having me.